Hi, you guys. It's Yaz. And today I want to talk about the narcissist's relationship with their mother. Ooh, this is an important topic, you guys. This is like gold that I'm about to give you. When you get involved with a narcissist, one of the most important things you need to do is look at their family. And what's even more important is their relationship to their mother. Okay, this is going to tell you a lot about somebody. So, a relationship with the mother can go one of two ways with the narcissist mother relationship that they have. I'm going to go over the first way it could be with a narcissist mother. They could have had a narcissistic mother, all right, who was maybe emotionally unavailable for them, maybe never validated them, maybe was super toxic. Maybe they grew up in a trauma-filled home and they felt like their mother was not there for them. They never felt a sense of safety and security. And what does this cause in somebody that is a narcissist, which we know that narcissists are weak individuals? It's going to create a deep insecurity within that person, all right? Now, a narcissist mother may be toxic as hell, but one thing about the narcissist, they're still loyal to their family, and they may still be loyal to their mother. They'll be more loyal to their mother than they're loyal to you, even though their family was toxic. Now, some narcissists can acknowledge that they had a toxic childhood or toxic mother, and some will deny it because they can't face that shame. They'll always idolize their toxic mother, okay? So the bottom line is this. They're always looking for that validation from the mother. Maybe the mother guilt trips them. Maybe their mother is a covert narcissistic mother and she guilt trips the narcissist. So what is that going to do to the narcissist? That's going to make the narcissist feel bad for their mother and do things for their mother. This is common to like the mama's boy or mama's girl that's constantly trying to please their mother, okay? Now, why is that so important to you? Because you may say to yourself, well, that's their relationship with their mother. That has nothing to do with me. Well, if you get married to that person or you're in a serious relationship with that person, it has everything to do with you. Because not only is the narcissist still trying to seek that validation from the mother, but they're going to expect you to kiss up to their mother as well, okay? They're going to expect you to constantly try to please their mother. And I've seen this and I've lived this, okay? And it gets hairy in the sense that, you know, it's not just you and the narcissist. Now it's you, the narcissist, and their mother, okay? Anytime you have an argument with the narcissist, they're going to run to their toxic mother and start smearing you behind your back. That's their flying monkey, because that's the way the narcissistic mother has conditioned their child to, control them so that they're controlling your relationship using the narcissist as a pawn, all right? It's horrible, horrible, horrible. And when they have a narcissistic mother, okay, or they have a mother that didn't show them love and they're constantly trying to get that love and validation out of their mother, it's going to cause a lot of problems in your relationship, okay? And if they have a narcissistic mother, that narcissistic mother is going to be jealous of your relationship. She's going to be smiling. If she's a covert narcissist, she's going to be smiling to your face and ripping you to shreds behind your back, okay? They pretend that they like you when they really don't, okay? Or if you have an overt or malignant or grandiose type of mother that the narcissist is dealing with, they're very outspoken. They will put you down overtly and tell you, you're wrong, you're this, you're that. But the point in all of this is that narcissist is still connected to their mother, all right? Even though their mother may be toxic, they're still connected to that mother. And that means that you're going to be connected to this woman as well, and you're not going to be able to have a relationship with just the narcissist. And keep in mind this too, you guys. Narcissists never work alone. There's always somebody in the background to validate them, tell them they're right. They're always, when you get in an argument with a narcissist, here's the irony in all of that. Narcissists like to tell you, well, don't tell other people our business, keep it between you and I. But the irony in all of that is that when you get in an argument with the narcissist, the first thing they do is call their flying monkeys, which could be their toxic mother, all right? Because if they have a controlling mother, she's going to want to know everything. If it's a covert narcissistic mother that they have, she's going to want to know everything going on in your relationship, okay? Because they're nosy and they're jealous. They're jealous of your relationship with the narcissist because they want to control everything. So the only way you would ever get along with somebody like that is to basically kiss their ass, kiss their mother's ass. But the problem with that is they're still going to look for a hair in an egg because they still want complete control over the narcissist. So you guys, it's like when people say, oh, if they have if the narcissistic man has a good relationship with his mother, he's a great guy. He'll treat you well. Not necessarily. There's healthy and unhealthy relationships with the mother, okay? If they give the mother too much importance, then it's unhealthy, okay? If they have not broken the, umbilical cord to their mother and live independently and are not controlled by their mother, that's one thing. But if they're the kind of narcissist that has to constantly report back to their mother everything going on, again, it's triangulation. You are not just in a relationship with that narcissist. You're in a relationship with that narcissist and that toxic mother, okay? Now, moving on, all right? When it comes, the other way it can go, all right, either they have a very toxic mother, all right, and a lot of those toxic traits will, go to the narcissist. In other words, that they'll pick up those narcissistic fleas of growing up in a household with a toxic mother. Let's say the mother also gave them the silent treatment, okay? That narcissist may be doing the same tricks on you, giving you the silent treatment. Maybe their mother was sarcastic and passive aggressive like the covert narcissist. They may try that on you. So they emulate the mother. They have like this love-hate relationship. They may emulate the mother and everything, but they follow whatever the mother did, okay? Her toxic behaviors, okay? They don't see through it and they don't stand up and say, well, my mother's toxic. I'm not going to be like her. Now, the other way things can roll out with a narcissist relationship with their mother is on the total other side of the spectrum. So with a toxic mother, they were undervalidated and they're constantly always looking for that validation from that mother. This is why their mother may have treated them like garbage, but you can't say anything because that's still their mother and they're still loyal to them. And what they'll do is they'll post on social media, to the most beautiful mother ever. They're constantly trying to get that validation and approval from that toxic mother because they were undervalidated their whole life. And they're trying, even after the parent dies, they're still idolizing that parent and looking at that parent like, oh, they were the greatest thing because they can't deal with the shame. They can't deal with the shame of looking at their parent, that their parent was toxic, okay? Because it's a reflection on them. Now, I'm going to move on to the other scenario, all right? The other scenario of a narcissist relationship with their mother is this. They are over-validated. They are the golden child a lot of times, okay? They are the spoiled child. Their narcissistic mother spoiled them. They are feeling entitled to do whatever they want. Their narcissistic parent let them do whatever they want. There weren't boundaries there. Maybe their narcissistic parent used to buy them things because they weren't there for them emotionally. All right. So now you have a narcissist who has a relationship with their parent who enabled them to come and go and do what they want. And they feel now they're out in the real world and they feel they can come and do whatever they want because they've been enabled their whole life to think that they are right. They come first, they're number one because of all that enabling from that parent that over-validated them and told them they could do whatever they want, okay? And you will also see that too with their relationship with their mother, when the narcissist runs to their mother and the mother says, oh, you're right, your partner's wrong, okay? Even if your partner's right, she will say that your partner's wrong because she constantly still enables that narcissist, okay? And again, that also can be the mama's boy or mama's girl who, whose mother is constantly backing them, giving them that support and grooming them to hate their partner. Why do they do that? Because they want the control. They don't want their narcissistic child to become too close with their partner because then they lose the control, right? So they rather have their own little secret society, especially if it's a covert narcissist, where they're working against you and throwing you under the bus, okay? So generally, this is how narcissists are created. Usually it's, there's a genetic component where a narcissist has a certain kind of, temperament. Like babies have certain temperaments. Some babies have very gentle temperaments, and some babies are, restless, rambunctious. It's like kids in school. Some kids need extra help, extra attention, and some kids don't. Some kids are passive and laid back, and some kids are obnoxious and need attention and can be bullies. Now, you take a certain temperament in a child, and then you compound that with their childhood development, how they grew up, okay? Did they grow up in a toxic environment where they never got love, they never got validated, they were always criticized, judged, put down, or their parent was not around, maybe they were abandoned by a parent? You'll see a lot of narcissists come out because they were abandoned by a parent, because the parent wasn't around, okay? Or the parent may have been around, but they weren't emotionally available for that child's needs. And then the other scenario, like I said, is the spoiled, entitled child that is, doted on by the parent because they're just trying to give them so much love that they let them do everything that they want, which is actually hurts a child. Because when you don't put boundaries on a child, they don't have an appreciation for anything, okay? And that's exactly the narcissist. They don't have an appreciation for anything because the entitled child or the golden child never had to work for anything. Everything was given to them. So they never have when things are given to you and you never have to work for them, you're not going to have an appreciation for it, right? It's like when somebody wins an Olympic medal, that medal represents something. That represents all the work you put into your life in training, in getting up early, in being exhausted and constantly working and training. So when you get that Olympic medal, it means something. But if it was just handed to somebody, it's not going to mean anything. And it's the same kind of, comparison in a way when it comes to the entitled golden child narcissist, all right? So the bottom line is, you guys, in sum, when you get involved with somebody and you think that they could be a narcissist, or they have narcissistic traits or something like that, always look at the relationship they had with their mother, okay? Do they have a healthy relationship with their mother? Now, keep in mind this, not everybody that comes out of a toxic household or has a toxic mother or something like that ends up being a narcissist, all right? It's a personal choice and it's a personal way that people deal with things. With a narcissist, the reason that they act the way they do is because it's a survival tactic to protect themselves from being vulnerable. Whereas you may have a different type of child that is the truth teller, who ends up being the scapegoat if it's from a toxic narcissistic family that doesn't care because they have a different kind of temperament, all right? They're not afraid to be vulnerable. They're not afraid to walk in the truth. So, it's not black and white. You have to really dive in and analyze and study somebody, study their environment, study their behaviors, and then you will get a pretty good idea of who this person is, and study their relationship with their mother and the other parties in the family as well, okay? So I hope that helps you guys. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast. Don't forget, follow me on YouTube. I'm pumping out a lot of information on YouTube every day, a lot of covert narcissistic information. And also my Facebook and Instagram is the Game EXP123. Watch out for fake pages and have a great day, okay? And I'm sure that this podcast is going to be copied by the copycat because I know that he's listening, okay? But you guys know who the real deal is and who the fake is, okay? The real one is the one that could really get in depth and explain it to you, unlike somebody who just reiterates something and tries to put it off as their own, okay? Have a great day, you guys.